Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Superior Angling. My name is Grant Sorensen, your host, season 4. If you're new to our brand, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Do a lot of ice fishing, but now we are here in the 2020 open water season in the Lund, and we just made a long run via boat on Lake Superior with the plan today to go after lake trout. It's kind of that time of year where some of your lake trout are going to begin to move shallow. However, there's still going to be some that are a little bit deeper. So that's kind of what we're going to be targeting today, is lake trout in that 60 to 100, 120 foot range. We don't really know what the day is going to bring. It's already full of a couple unexpected circumstances. As you can see, the skim ice all around us. So we might have to wait an hour or so to let this water, or let the ice burn off from the sun. Luckily, we've got some sun today. Maybe a little wind's gonna pick up. We're gonna start trolling. If we run into ice, we may jig for a little bit just until we get out of the ice. But early season like this, everything's a little bit more difficult. It's cold in the mornings, but the afternoons are gorgeous. Fishing can usually kind of start off pretty tough in the morning, but it gets better as the day goes on and the sun warms things up. You never know what you can expect this time of year. Stick with us, it'll be a good one. Oh, fish, big fish. Oh my goodness. Big fish, big fish.
Now that's a sweet October muskie.
Fish, 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 fish.
That's a big Atlantic, boys.
All right there is the edge of the skim ice. We are now in open water. We're gonna keep the jigging rods in the boat for now, although we have them with. We made jig today. You never know what you're gonna end up doing on a daily basis, but that's the edge of the ice. That means we can troll. It's sunny, light winds. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. You know, just to be on the boat in Lake Superior is fun. Like you gotta take advantage of that, and just getting out here is a success already. We're content, it's gorgeous. Let's hope we see some lake trout. We're gonna get some spoons down. Again, we're gonna troll probably 2 downriggers right close to the bottom, and then throw out some Leadcore and snap weights on planer boards to get them out away from the boat a little bit. And just kind of troll around. And that's really what we're gonna do today, is just kind of troll some structure and hope for the best. We really don't have any expectations. Any fish is gonna be a bonus. Any fish is gonna make us happy. So let's see what the day brings.
There we go. Boy, he feels good. That's a nice fish.
Your drag, that's a big one, buddy.
That's a big fish.
I just said there's a big mark right on bottom.
And he just hit. This guy's running.
That's incredible.
So fun.
I can't believe that. Like the first 2 minutes of fishing, we didn't even have, that's our first line out. I put that downrigger down and that was our only line out. So we've really completely stopped our boat right now, just to take some pressure off that fish, just because we don't have any Leadcore snap weights out. We can really slow down our boat and work on this fish. I think it's gonna be a good one. Art, that's incredible. I can't.
First fish, first line.
I can't believe it. You come out here in hopes of, you know, catching a couple all
Oh,
day.
that's a big fish.
Holy cow,
That's a big fish.
He was just on the surface.
That's a big fish.
You come out here in hopes of just catching a couple all day long, and we get one in the first 2 minutes, and it's a big one, guys. Unbelievable magic, like Lake Superior. You just never know what to expect, what can happen. He's staying down, man.
Now he is.
He's staying down.
He's staying down. He was out kind of on the surface, out off the back of the boat, but he got closer to the boat and he's staying down.
There he is. That's a good one, man.
That is a nice fish.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Just come off.
He just came on button just like that. That's a nice lake trout. There we go. Nice Lake Superior lake trout. First one of the day on the downrigger on the first line we let out. Should be a good day.
What a beautiful release. I can't believe
That was
it.
awesome.
First 2 minutes. So that fish came on a downrigger, on a spoon, white back, colorful front. You know, our downrigger is about 5 to 10 feet off of bottom, so that we actually graphed that fish, and I saw the mark on the Lowrance, and I said, there's a big mark, and sure enough, he came and hit. So he was up about 5 feet, right in line with our downrigger, and it didn't take much convincing at all. So just a little spoon on a downrigger.
There we go.
That's gonna, who knows what the day's gonna bring. That could be our last fish, or it could be the first of many. We have really no idea our expectations. We don't get to fish out here this time of year very often. You know, a lot of times this time of year we're out traveling around and Rainy River fishing walleyes. It's a great time of year for walleyes, but with everything that's going on in the world right now, we're sticking it out closer to home, staying local, and taking advantage of the unbelievable fishing that's right here in our backyard.
It's summer again at Marine General, and we're here to get you on the water.
Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards, water sports, knee boards, wetsuits, ropes, and life vests, rain gear, marine safety, electronics of all kinds, rods and reels, trolling motors, rod holders, and all kinds of accessories for your boat, live bait, lures, and a crew that appreciates your business.
This spring, shop the great selection of Lund and Crestliner fishing boats at RJ Sport and Cycle. Our knowledgeable staff is here to answer all your questions and help you get on the water. We sell both aluminum and fiberglass boats, suitable for a variety of applications. Full windshield models, side consoles, tillers, and more. We sell them all. Don't forget, we also carry pontoons. RJ Sport and Cycle is your leading Lund dealer in the area. Visit us in store or check us out online today.
When we care about something, it shows. To help protect these things, call on the knowledge and experience of a local independent insurance agent that you know and trust. Some things we just can't afford to lose, and that is why we exist, because the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
All right, so as we mentioned, we're using downriggers, but we're also going to use planer boards. This time of year, the water's still super cold, 35, 36, 37 degrees. So typically, Lake trout are going to be deep when it is that temperature. Yes, you're going to have some fish that are going to be really, really shallow as well. However, we're targeting a little bit deeper fish today, and to get down to those depths, instead of using 10 colors of lead core, we're simply going to use lead core and a snap weight. So we're going to let out 2 or 3 colors of lead, and then we're going to attach a snap weight after all their lead core is out onto our braided backing. So we always make sure to use 300 yards of 20-pound test braid backing on every single reel that we have. So we know we have plenty of line to attach a snap weight, let line out, attach a planer board, let more line out. We're going to still have plenty of line on our reels. So that's kind of the program. Downriggers close to bottom. We're going to get these bigger spoons a little bit more suspended in the water column, try to get them down there 40 to 50 feet over, I don't know, 80, 90, 100, 110 feet of water. So we're going to go after more suspended fish with these, go after bottom fish with our downriggers, and hopefully that's going to put more fish in the boat. So a little bit bigger spoons out here. You know, this is like that 4.5 to 4 to 4.5 inch size spoon. I love this blue and silver. It's a great spoon. Bright colors, white, you can never go wrong with. So trout aren't too terribly picky on spoon color, but these are just kind of a couple of our standbys. So let's get this lead core rod out there.
There's a fish.
Got one?
Yep. That's a big fish. See, I got 8-ounce snap weight on, so we'll see he's swimming right at me. 2 colors of lead followed by a 8-ounce snap weight. Gets us down a little deeper. Acts like the downrigger. He was on the inside board. Yeah, he feels like, now he's starting to feel like some weight. Oh, yeah, nice lake trout. There you go, nice hook set. That big, colorful spoon.
My side downrigger just went off. It feels like a decent one. So again, Kevin's had his first fish was on a downrigger, second fish was on an 8-ounce snap weight. And that, I mean, this one was on a downrigger, so all these fish are coming pretty close to bottom. I mean, we're really getting these lines deep, getting them way down there where I presume these lake trout would be this time of year. And again, lake trout are such a diverse fish. There's some trout that are going to be super shallow, there's some trout that are going to be in 40, 50, 60 feet, and there's trout that are going to be deep. So I mean, that's the fun part about lake trout is they're so diverse and they're kind of all over the water column. However, as a general rule of thumb, the majority of your fish are still deep this time of year, right on bottom. You can kind of see I have blue line on my reel here. That's braid. I'm a big advocate of braided fishing line on downriggers. You can just get more of a direct connection right down to where you clip your line onto the downrigger ball due to the thin diameter of a braided fishing line. If you run mono, the mono's thicker, there's more water resistance going through the water. It's gonna bowl back more, and you're really not gonna see when fish hit. With this braid, you can really cinch it down, get a direct connection, there's no stretch, and see exactly when a fish hits, and it gives you those little head shakes. You'll see it in the rod. With mono, you're really not gonna see that, especially if you're fishing a little bit deeper. And you can see my bright green line here, that's just my monofilament leader. I like a bright green color. You can easily see it when there's a lot of lines going on and a lot of stuff happening. It's nice just to have that, you know, that sun hits that green and you can quickly and easily see where the fish is. And then after our green, we have a barrel swivel and then a fluorocarbon leader down to our spoon. So in that fluorocarbon leader, I like to have about 6, 7, 8 feet. This mono leader is about 30 to 40 feet. So that's kind of how we set up our downrigger rods. Again, there's really no one right way to do it. That's what works for us and what we prefer.
I'm a prisoner of this hill,
Outside board, outside board, outside
There
board,
we go.
fish on.
I'm gonna clear my inside.
All the lights are dimming.
Yeah, feels like a good one. Just gonna kind of let him run and do his thing. There's a lot of weight there. All right, we're gonna slow our boat down. This is a good sign.
You should hear me now. All familiar sound when your face is sitting.
And it's interesting to note, this is a smaller snap weight. So Kevin was doing pretty well on his 8-ouncer. Got a few fish. This one here is just a little 5-ouncer. So it's nice to have a variety of snap weights in the boat, just because there's always going to be different fish at different levels of the water column. And it's nice to have a variety of weights and depths covered out there in the water column. So again, I presume this fish was probably 35, 40 feet down. We have 2 colors of Leadcore and a 5-ounce snap. I'm sure that'll get our bait down about 35 feet is where I guess this fish was. So awesome. And again, the water out here is super, super clear. Yes, around Duluth and the immediate Duluth area and closer to rivers and runoff, it's going to be very, very dirty in the spring. However, the destinations that you go to that are a little bit longer of a boat ride, it's usually clear water out here year round. But man, is he digging, huh? What a fish. What a fight you get out of these lake trout. There's nothing like it, man. I love this. He's just woof, woof, woof. Wanting to go back to bottom, but the St. Croix Icon's bringing him up. That's a pretty lake trout, man. Gorgeous red. Look at the red fins on her. Oh, is that a gorgeous fish? Beautiful. She's kind of hooked on the side of the mouth there. Look at that fish. That's awesome. Now right now, with a little bit bigger fish like this, these fish are very special. You know, they're old fish, so I don't really want to lift her into the boat with the net that can tear their fins and whatever. So I'm kind of leaving her in the water. I'm going to reach down, grab her, bring her up. We're going to get a look at her and then send her back on her way. This is a beautiful fish. Look at there. Look at that lake trout. That is a pretty one, man. That's a fatty. That fish is ice cold down there in the 34-degree water of Lake Superior. What a fish that is. Heck of a fight. I cannot overemphasize the amount of power they have in this cold, cold water. Look at the big fins on her. You can tell this is an open waters fish. She lives out in the open waters year round. Bigger fins on her. Truly a remarkable fish. What a day. How much fun is this? Let's get her back. It's going to be even more fun watching her swim away. All right, I need to re-rig this rod. I'm gonna spool up a couple colors of lead. Kevin's got a few fish on his boards with an 8-ounce snap and 3 colors of lead. So I'm gonna probably spool up 5 or 6 colors, and then I can get by with a little bit lighter of a snap weight. So I just kind of wanted to show you how we connect. This is a Suffolk 832 Advanced Leadcore, 18-pound test. I think it comes in 12 and 18. Definitely go the 18 route if you guys are gonna be fishing trout and salmon and everything like that. But you have your Leadcore just like this. What you want to do is strip out the lead on the middle. So take scissors, make a nice sharp cut. If you guys use like pliers and it crimps down and then cuts, it's not going to work. You just need a really good pair of scissors or a super sharp knife to cut it, make a fine cut. Then that lead is going to strip back easily, or the sheathing of the braid is going to strip back easily away from the Leadcore. So again, this is straight lead right here. I'm going to break this off and then pull my braid sheathing back up. So then essentially what I'm doing is connecting a braided line to a braided line, and I'll show you that knot here. But to tie that knot with the lead inside the Leadcore, it's not very good to do it. It weakens your line a lot. So you want to strip out the lead that's on the inside of your Leadcore, break that off, pull the braid back forward, and then you're going to tie your knot. So let's get to it right now. All right, so we're going to strip this back. We're just going to break that lead. The lead breaks pretty easily, and then push that forward. So we're left with You can see how flimsy this is. No lead in here, lead back in here. So this is where we are gonna tie our knot. So what I like to do to tie the knot is make a loop in this one. Take your other braid, and again, essentially this is a braid to braid connection. You don't want to use a swivel because a swivel is gonna have more volume. It's gonna get caught up in your line. Tying this knot is the best practice. So make a loop, put this braid through the loop, pull it. Essentially take this line, wrap it around 8 times, put it right back through where it came from. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's our enough twists. Now where I put this line through the loop of the Leadcore line, I'm gonna put it right back through that same hole. I didn't leave myself enough space, but we'll make it work. Okay, so now we have 4 pieces of line. We have 2 going this way, 2 going this way. Pull all 4 of them at the same time. And there, you have your knot to connect Leadcore to braid. And that's a good connection. So now I'm gonna spool up however many colors of Leadcore I want, cut it, then I'm gonna attach my mono leader. I'm gonna tie the same exact knot from my Leadcore to my mono as I tied from Leadcore to braid. So same thing, and we're gonna be fishing.
At Wittes Trailer Sales, customer experience and satisfaction is our top priority. Located in Esco, Minnesota, we stock a full lineup of enclosed trailers, snowmobile trailers, and cargo trailers from brands such as Aluma, Look, Pace, and more. While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Our skilled parts and service team is here to tackle all your repair needs. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
This spring, shop the great selection of Lund and Crestliner fishing boats at RJ Sport and Cycle. Our knowledgeable staff is here to answer all your questions and help you get on the water. We sell both aluminum and fiberglass boats, suitable for a variety of applications. Full windshield models, side consoles, tillers, and more. We sell them all. Don't forget, we also carry pontoons. RJ Sport and Cycle is your leading Lund dealer in the area. Visit us in store or check us out online today.
This week's health tip is brought to you by St. Luke's, the patient above all else.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Johnson with St. Luke's Urology Associates, here for today's health tip. Today we're talking about prostate health. Have you ever been in the boat fishing with your friend and you notice you're peeing 4, 5, 6 times and your friend isn't peeing at all? Well, it might be that you've had too many beers, but it also might be that you're having problems with your prostate. And that's where St. Luke's Urology Associates comes in. If you're experiencing symptoms such as getting up frequently at night to urinate, urgency during the day, a weak urinary stream, difficulty postponing urination, or simply just don't feel like you're peeing like you did when you were 16, it's possible that you have prostate problems. This is a good time to ask your primary care physician for a referral to urology, and we can look into it, and potentially with medication, behavior changes, diet changes, or even surgery make you feel a little bit better and make you feel a little bit younger.
Inside board, baby. I love inside board fish. They make life so much easier. Oh, it's gonna be a fun summer. This is kind of, we're just scratching the itch a little bit here, getting out and chasing these fish, but what lies ahead all around Lake Superior, tons of great fishing opportunities, tons of great areas to catch lake trout, from Duluth to the Apostle Islands to UP of Michigan, up in Canada. It is our favorite time of year, that is for sure. So again, this is on the planer board. Oh, he's putting up some good head shakes there. Planer board there with just an 8-ounce snap weight. These are the OR16 clips. They have a pin in them. These red ones those are the clips that we use for our planer boards, for our snap weights, kind of everything. This fish is digging. He does not want to come up. There's the start of my Leadcore. So Leadcore line, for those that aren't too familiar, it changes colors every 30 feet, and every 30 feet it'll approximately get you down 6 to 8 feet in vertical water depth. It's very speed dependent, so it really depends on if you're going 1.8 versus 2.5. There's a huge difference in that, but on average 6, 7, maybe 8 feet per color. There we go. That is a nice Lake Superior lake trout, guys. I love it. That is so much fun. They put up such a battle. Even like a, I don't know, 3 to 4 pound fish like that, they are so much fun. Such hardy fish, gorgeous, absolutely pristine in this cold water. Look at that fish. Not a mark on it, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful lake trout. Now a lake trout like this with a little bit longer nose on it, this would have really good meat on it. The lake trout with the shorter noses, their meat's gonna be white and kind of fatty, but you can tell this by the characteristics of this fish. A little bit skinnier, longer nose. The trout, or the, the meat on this trout would be very, very good if you were to harvest one, It's still in that, I don't know, maybe 24, 25 inch range. So, not a bad fish at all. All right, we're starting to get some traction with this. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, check out last week's video, kind of like the last 1 to 2 minutes, where we put out a message saying, hey, anybody who's in need, who's, needs some assistance or some help with whatever it may be, fishing or even non-fishing related, shoot us an email and we'll see what we can do and how we can help. And we're starting to get some traction. Like, it's good. We were able to help out 3 people this week, which is totally awesome in various ways. I'm gonna share an example of one, and I'm only sharing this just because to help get the message out there so we can maybe help more people. If I would have kept this all internally and not shared anything, we wouldn't have been able to help these 3 people this past week, which is totally awesome, and I love it. So this week, someone reached out and they had some circumstances came about, including losing their. Do you hear that? That's Bubs barking at me. Bubs, he doesn't like me talking. Bubs, what are you doing? Where was I before Bubs barked? I forget. So someone reached out. They lost their job. They lost a few other things, and with that, they lost their fishing gear, all their fishing equipment that they had. They love to shore fish, and they no longer have the means or resources to do that. So they reached out seeing if there's any way that we could help. And I kind of credit all of this to Todd. I try to keep this story simple, but Todd is a viewer of ours out in Wisconsin. I credit this totally to him. Him and I were kind of emailing back and forth, talking about what we're doing here. And he kind of mentioned that, hey, I'd love to help you help more people as well. So with Todd's generosity, I kind of credit this all to him. We came up with the means to buy a new rod and reel for this individual so that they can go out and shore fish, and I'm gonna pick out a bunch of tackle behind me and put together a tackle box for this individual and give them pretty much all the gear that they need. So thank you, Todd. And for those that have reached out, thank you very much. We're glad that we could help you. And if there's anybody else out there in need of assistance or anything in general, feel free to reach out. Grant@superiorangling.com. We want to get this going, and it'd be awesome to help 10 people a week. Like, we'd love to do it. We can use our available resources and help those who are in need. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time.